Hi everybody, welcome back. So I'll be doing another pour for you today. I'll be using my PVA water pouring medium with my paint. So I mix 70% of PVA glue to 30% water. And I have quite a few nice colours for you today. So let's start with that gold. I mixed it 3 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint. And it's nice and thick, if you can tell. It's a lovely goldy nearly brass colour, and that is actually the Sennelier abstract number 28 iridescent gold. Okay, my next colour, this one is a marabou. Let me just show you. There we go, and that's the cyan. Okay, I mixed this one 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint, basically 20 grams of paint and 40 grams of pouring medium on my scales. So a nice colour, consistency. It's slightly thinner than the gold because I always need to have my metallics slightly thicker than the other colours, otherwise you lose them and they fall right down the bottom. My next colour is a Prussian blue by PBO. So I mixed that, let me just see, I wrote it down. 3 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint. So same thing, I know it's quite dark so you might not be able to see the consistency, but it's the same as the cyan. So that's PBO, Prussian blue. And basically I added some satin enamel in dark denim, I think it's called, so navy, and they go really well together and it helps me get some kind of cloudy effect. It's nice, you know, something different from the usual white clouds that you can get. My next color is that purple, so it's, hold on, let me just check, it's dark cobalt violet, but raw like nickel. I mixed this 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint. They are lovely paints, they are very creamy, if I can describe it that way. It's nice and thick as well. It's a lovely dark purple colour. This next colour is another raw lang nickel, and that's the cobalt blue. That's a nice colour as well. I mixed that one as well. 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint, and I don't know if you can tell, it's a lovely kind of, it's kind of a denim colour, and the consistency, you know, nice and thick as well, just what I need for my straight pour. My next colour is a colour that I use a lot of the time. That's the PBO 359, which is the iridescent green yellow. So I mixed this one 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint, and just like the gold, because it's an iridescent slash metallic, I always mix them slightly thicker, so you can tell there's a definite mount on this one. It does work lovely with the blues. And last colour is my standard white. I mixed that one 2 part pouring medium, 1 part paint. I think like 50 grams of paint, 100 grams of pouring medium. And that is my standard Montmartre titanium white, trusted white that I use with everything. So that's it, I've showed you my colours. I've got my torch. I have leftover paints that I will use if I need to as a flow enhancer around, so just paint that we'll need to use to help the puddle roll over the edges. And that is a 40 by 40 centimeters canvas. I did a couple of pours on that one, hated them, it didn't work. My paint split. I nearly kind of put the video online, but I had nothing to show you really. I'm not sure what happened, so I just scraped it, cleaned it, so it's nice and dry, nice and taut as well, not a problem. I can pour over it now. and I just got some pins underneath to keep it kind of level, because it's easier. Depending what I'm doing, I'll use either cups or pins. Depends how much I'm going to fiddle with the pour. If it's something like a Whirlpool, where you only need to go once towards each corner and put it down, you can use cups. You know, it's very unlikely that they will kind of fall on the side or whatever. But like my straight pours, you know, I fiddle with them quite a lot, so it's much easier to handle having pins. Okay, so let's get this started. I've just realised I haven't got a large cup. Bear with me 1 second. I just need to grab a cup. And I thought I was ready, but clearly I wasn't. So just on a plastic cup, and I will start layering my colours. So let me just have a quick thing, see what works well together. What colours do I want? Okay, always start with a bit of white at the bottom. Classic, a bit of gold in the centre. Alright, now let's go with that medium blue. There's an ambulance in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but I hope everybody's okay. Right, that's a dark Prussian blue with the satin enamel in it. And let's put, I'm going to put the green next to it. I want to put white in between, but I am not sure that's really going to help. Okay, so my first few layers, they're quite thin, because if possible you want, you know, nicely defined center. But I can start making slightly thicker layers now. That was a lot of gold, but never mind. Always be wary of your gold. I do tend to take over, just like black. What got the colours? Orange at times takes over, depending on the brand. Okay, just a bit. There you go. Let's go back to that medium blue. I haven't got much of it. Bit of white. Cyan. So for that size canvas, I don't actually need to completely fill that cup. I'm going to be about 2/3 up. For a larger canvas I would, but I'm going to have plenty of paint. Remember, you've got to stretch it. I think my white's a bit thinner than the rest because it keeps sinking right at the bottom of the cup. That might cause me an issue. I might get a massive blob of white somewhere in the pour. I just finished that cyan blue, bottom marabou. I'll scrape the bottom. I only mix small quantities of each paint this morning for you. I don't like preparing loads and loads unless I've got very large canvas, but I kind of prepare as I go along. That's just me. Got not much space really to store mixed paint, you know, in bottles and stuff. So right, I think that will be plenty. Let me just move this out of the way a little bit. I'm going to keep my white close, sorry. Some of the paints were not the same consistency as the others because they did sink right in the middle, but it's not the end of the world. That's a bit of white. I'll put a bit more white there. Okay, let's see what's what. Which is grammatically redundant. What's what? But let's do this Let me make sure that I've not moved the canvas too much. You can still see. Okay, let's get ready to pour. It's quite a thick flow. I'm not sure, you know, when you think of the lip of the cup. Okay. The higher up you go, the thinner the band will be. So it really depends what you're looking for. Depends if you like oh, sorry, just looking at the results so far, I think it's could be a winner. Sorry, there we go. Look at that. Oh, I've got some nice marbling at the bottom. Wow, wowzer. Okay, loads of stuff going on. So obviously my purple there mixed nicely with the Prussian blue with the satin enamel, creating those lovely clouds. I do have loads of feather kind of things there. The white has created some cloud as well. Let's see. Let's just put that flow enhancer all around so that I don't lose anything when I stretch it, so that the paint doesn't roll all over itself. Basically, that's the whole idea of the flow enhancer, hence the name. So, okay, I'll just move this. Let me just get a knife. Doesn't matter, it's a dirty one from another pour, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll just stretch out a little bit, make sure the paint can reach the edges nicely. Okay, so make sure your flow enhancer as well, it's thinner in terms of consistency to your puddle in the middle, because if it's too thick it will kind of stop the flow. So you want it thinner. So basically look at what consistency you have in the middle and add water to your flow enhancer. It needs to be thinner, and it doesn't matter what colour you use. I think I've said that a million times now, because it will be tipped over and hidden underneath, so it will not affect the kind of colours that you might have in your puddle that you selected to start with. So it could be black, brown, reds, lilac like this one. It really doesn't matter. Right, let me just centre that. So loads happened as I was spreading the flow enhancer. Loads of clouds popping up, pebbles there. I've got lovely feathering effect. Okay, let's do this. Let's give it a quick torch. Quite a few bubbles in there. Just going to do very gently, because my torch is running low on the gases, and it tends to not catch fire. Let's go with that. I don't shake it too much. That's it. I'm being very delicate for once. Right. Let's move the paint around a bit. Okay. So loads of natural cells as well popping up. Not much you can do about that. It's chemistry between the paints. That. Let me just turn it around so if you carry on seeing what's going on. So I'm going straight across again. I'm taking my time, there's absolutely no rush whatsoever. Okay, and I'm going to bring it back towards the middle. that's it, back in the middle, and then I can look at the other corners and see what happens when I stretch this. It will help me decide on my final composition. Let me see, shall I go straight over? Let's have a look. There we go, at least that's done. One corner is kind of covered. Oh, the gold is kind of appearing now in between the layers of the cobalt blue, which is lovely. So kind of thought I might have lost it, but actually no, I haven't. It's just in between, and at least it did not take over, which is a great thing, great result, because you never know with gold. But the sennelier is quite good. It does tend to behave when they're on sale. Actually, I'm in the UK, so we have Hobbycraft as a main supplier countrywide. I do tend to get some, even if I don't need to use it straight away, but you know, when they're half price, because it is a good investment, they do work very nicely. Let me just quickly cover that corner while I'm there, and I've got dirty hands. Okay, that one's okay, that one is not. Let me just do that. Okay, now final corner. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just bringing my paint roughly back in the middle. That's it. So the main flow is kind of going diagonally from that top corner to the bottom one, where the purple is still, the lilac color is still showing. It will soon be gone. So it's helped my paint flowing across, spreading nicely. So let me just, it's getting a little bit heavy. Such a was. Okay, let me just bring it back slightly centered. I really like that. Okay, I must admit I have lost my green. It has mixed. Let me quickly wipe my hands. I can actually show you in more detail and not having any drops of paint falling right in the middle. So let me just get one of my sticks. So the gold is actually in between layers there, so when I bring you in, you'll be able to see a bit more, but it's kind of gone. The green, the Pebeo green, appears there in between layers. There's a couple there, but mainly I've lost the gold and the green, okay? But that's not a problem. They do show up a little bit. I assume when it's dry, because they are metallic colors, they will kind of pop more. And once it's varnished or resin, depending on what I decide when it's dry, they'll definitely shine through. So that will be very good. Let me just quickly scoop underneath so I can see what weight is left on the canvas. I can't leave too much weight on it, or I can't leave too much paint really to stay quite thick, because otherwise it might crack. So I'm just thinking, okay, where is the paint at the moment? Right in the center, and it's not moving too fast, which means, well, there's still obviously loads of paint left, but I think I can get away with this and let it, what did it be really? I think I am done. Let me give you a quick torch just to get rid of the last air bubbles. couple of people asked me where I got it from, and basically I'm in the UK. I got it from B&Q in the welding department. So I assume it's like Home Depot in the States. I'm not sure what. I'm sure you've got that Bunnings or whatever in Australia. But yeah, that's from B&Q. And yeah, it's great because I can really hold it nicely. I had another one that I had to use as well, a lighter to turn it on. This one is kind of automatic, less dangerous for me. So great, but B&Q welding department. Yeah, I'm definitely done. Right, let me just remove my gloves and I can bring you in. So sorry about the window kind of reflection. I've got so look at all these layers of pebbles and got loads of different colours. You've got like 4 sections. It's like divided into 4 sections. I really like that white kind of marbling effect, web effect on the blue there. But let's have a look. Let me just take you around. So you've got loads of purple, white and light blue there. A lot of the sign of the white. You've got purple and dark blue there. And you've got mid blue, dark blue and white here. So I think it's lovely. I really like that. Loads of pebbles. So yeah, really happy. So let me know what you think. Please do subscribe to the channel. Then if you hit the bell, you will get a notification that a new video is up. And I hope I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye for now.